Hi, this is Mr. Arnell. We're at 1103 Almac Drive and we're trying to build a house without school kids during a pandemic. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how to wire a switch. And I think the easiest thing to do, if I'm me, because I'm not super smart, is I always run power into the box first of all. There's numerous ways to do it, and you can YouTube and go on the interwebs how to do it, but this is the easiest in my mind. If you send power from your breaker box or your panel and somehow get it into your switch box like that, and you mark it power. And so it's going to look something like this. You'll have 3 wires. You run 14-2 typically because it doesn't draw a whole lot of juice. It's just lights, and most of the time nowadays they're LED and they don't draw a lot. It's not like a microwave, a refrigerator, a blender, a drill or something like that. It draws very little power, so we use 14-2 wire. And again, 14-2 wire has a white, which is called the neutral. It has a bare ground wire, which is called the ground wire, and it has a black, which is hot if there was power coming from the panel. Okay, but there's not. This is just a demonstration, kids, so don't be alarmed. Okay, and then we go to the switch. So on a switch, you might notice how this is a single pole switch, so it only controls one light, such as maybe a bathroom where you turn it on and off in the same location, okay? Or a bedroom. Typically you turn it on and off from the same location, maybe a walk-in closet, on and off from one location, and that's it. That's all you need. And on this light switch, there's 2 screws, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's 2 gold screws. Gold screw and black is gold, baby, right? Some of you learned that from the previous video on how to wire an outlet. And then we have another gold screw. So we have to put 2 blacks there. But wait, we only have 1 black. So your power goes right here, typically. And then over on this side, there's a ground screw right there, and your ground will go right here. But then you're left with this white wire, right? But your other wire will come from the light. So you're going to go to your light fixture in your room, let's say a bedroom, and you're going to run it down to the box. You're then going to wire nut these whites together like this, wire nut them, and then your black from this light right here will go to the other switch. And what will happen is assume that this is powered all the time. And now my light switch is off, if I can talk, and my other black wire goes up to the light, let's say. And right now it's off, okay? Assume that's hooked up, and then boom, when I flip the switch, the power will then go from this screw, travel miraculously through this to this screw, and the light will illuminate. Boom, Thomas Edison style, late 1800s. And then we turn it off, boom, on, boom, off, boom. And that's pretty much how you wire a switch. You have to tie these grounds together right here and pigtail it off because you need a ground to go to the green ground screw on this side. Okay, and then up here we have our light fixture, and this is just a very simple plastic, I call it a porcelain fixture, and on the back side of it you can see maybe that it has 2 different colors of screws. It has silver screws on this side and it has 2 gold screws right here. And you put black to the gold screws, right? Black is gold, baby. And then the white always goes to the silver screw, just like you did on an outlet. And I'm looking around for an outlet, but I don't have one near me. And what do you do with the ground? You just let it float in the box. The ground, you just don't want it to hit any of these screws, or it might mess up your circuit, let's say. So if the ground hit that, it would just keep tripping. We're just going to use these temporarily because these don't look very good in a bedroom, let's say. Most people who buy a $339,000 house don't like these in a bedroom or a closet. Maybe in a garage, maybe in a basement closet or something like that. You put one of these fixtures. They're kind of old school, but I like to use them temporarily because usually they get all messed up. So let's go upstairs right now and we're going to wire one. All right, we're upstairs now in a real room. This is called the master bedroom closet, walk-in closet. And we need a light here because it's kind of a large closet and it would be helpful to have a light. So we have power coming from our panel. It's run up here. We have a wire staple 6-inch from the box right here. So we have power coming in. I stripped it 1 inch back leaving 1 inch of insulation inside the box. And then I'm going to strip this wire next, exposing all 3 of the wires. And then this wire, just like my diagram shows, goes up to that light fixture up there. And we're gonna put on this porcelain, which is plastic, light fixture up there. And I've already stripped that wire, leaving at least 1 inch of insulation inside the box. And we'll put that on last, but I'm gonna strip this wire. Beep. Okay, again, here's what we got. I exposed the wires. We're gonna wire nut these whites together because that's what I told us to do. So we're gonna take the Jacob whites, we're going to strip them back about, I would say, 1/2 to 5/8 of an inch, like I told you in the other video. So I switch it, do it back, take what's a tan wire nut right here, and I'm trying to go fast because Matt wants to get home, and I wire nut the whites, and I twist it again until my fingers bleed, until I can feel these wires twist in my hand. So now I push that into the box. Now that's done. Now I have 2 ground wires right here, and what I told you downstairs is I have to pigtail this because I am left with 1 green screw on this outlet. So I'm going to take just a scab piece of 14-2 wire. I'm going to take this, put them together like this, and I take my tan wire nut. Colors matter with wire nuts, if I didn't say that already in a previous video. I twist it till my fingers bleed, and now I'm done with the ground, and I push that into place. Now I'm left with 2 black wires, and that's awesome because this is a single pole switch, and I have 2 gold screws right here. And I am going to cut them at about the same length. I don't know why, but I'm going to cut that. This time I strip it back 3rd hole up on my wire stripper because the holes matter on here. 3rd hole up is the 14-2. I strip it back about 7/8 of an inch this time. I grab the end of it with my pliers right here, and I just spin it like so. And I'm not sure if you can see that. Boom. Boom. Like that. I do the same thing. 7/8 of an inch, 3rd hole up. Like this. Boom. And I spin the wire like that. Now I put these on either screw. It doesn't really matter to me. This is just me. It doesn't matter because I'll flip this next. I'll flip this switch. So now if I touch this gold screw is always hot, let's say. Power's coming up from here, going to this screw, always hot, and now it goes to the light right here, but my power is turned off. Did I say that in the video yet? You want to turn off your power. And then I'm going to put this bare copper wire, which is again called the ground. I spin that. I go around the screw, so it tightens around the screw like so. And then I take my trusty screwdriver and I tighten this like this. And then I fold the screws neatly back into the box and I would put that in. Okay, so that part is done. Okay, beep. Okay, now here's our trusty porcelain lights fixture that's made out of plastic with a gold screw. And what color wire goes on the gold screw, kids? That's right, black, because black is gold, baby. And we're going to tighten it with our trusty screwdriver. Okay, boom, boom, boom. And then the white wire goes on what color screw again, kids? That's right, the silver screw. Okay, and we tighten that, and it's called righty-tighty. And what do I do with this ground now? If I wire nut it, it's really not going to do any good. It doesn't carry a current. So what I do, if I'm me, is I just fold this way up into the box so as it doesn't hit that gold screw or the silver screw, and I fold this up, and then I would screw that into place like that if this is my permanent light fixture, and I would get myself a light bulb, and I would twist it in righty-tighty into there. And then if we had power to this, and if we had a light bulb, and if we had this all hooked up properly, when I went like this, boom, or bloom, that would turn on and illuminate this closet right here, and we could pick our clothes out. You know, our khaki pants, our nice sweaters, our jersey for Jersey Day, whatever, in our closet. But we're not done with this house yet. So that's how you wire a light fixture, everyone. Thanks for watching, everyone.